Drawing-based answers, or question types, allow us to require students to graph curves, lines, dots, equations, and inequalities on a grid or on a number line. In order to select this, we would go to question type and drawing. And then we can define our answer. We can define a variety of different types of answers. We can put in here a string or array of correct statements that we want students to graph. If we put inside a set of quotation marks x plus 3, that would be the same thing as graphing the line y equals x plus 3. If we put a comma after x plus 3, and then put a value like -5 and then another comma and 3, that would have us graph a line segment or restrict the domain of that graph from x equals -5 to 3. If instead we put an expression like x equals 3, that would have us graphing a vertical line, the vertical line x equals 3. And similarly, we could add range restrictions in this case. If we put comma -5, comma 3, that would have us graph the vertical line x equals 3 from y equals -5 to y equals 3. We also have the option to graph dashed lines by typing the word dashed line and then the expression that we want students to graph, so comma x plus 3. We can also do that more directly, since that would likely be used primarily for graphing inequalities. We can also graph inequalities more directly by typing in an inequality statement like greater than x plus 3, greater than or equal to x plus 3, and of course obviously less than or equal to. If we wanted to graph a vertical inequality, we could type a statement like x is greater than 3, x is less than 3, or x is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to 3. And then we can also graph dots by putting a pair of xy coordinates separated by a comma. So we would set the answer to be 1, 2, which would have us graph the point x equals 1, y equals 2.